Europe is famous for its historic cities, castles, and dramatic landscapes. But scattered across the continent are places so unusual that they seem almost unreal. Some of these locations were shaped by powerful natural forces millions of years ago. Others were created by people adapting to extraordinary environments. There are places where nature has formed perfectly geometric rock formations that look almost man-made. There are underground cities capable of hiding thousands of people beneath the surface of the earth. There are villages where houses sit beneath giant cliffs that act as natural roofs. And there are tiny islands crowned with churches in the middle of alpine lakes. These places may look like something from mythology or fantasy, but they are very real. In this TerraSpark video, we explore 5 of the strangest places in Europe and the remarkable stories behind them. Our journey begins on the north coast of Northern Ireland, part of the United Kingdom. This rugged coastline faces the Atlantic Ocean and is known for dramatic cliffs and powerful waves. It is here that we find one of Europe's most unusual natural landscapes. Number 1, Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. On the northern coast of Ireland lies one of the most unusual geological formations on Earth, the Giant's Causeway. At first glance, the landscape looks almost artificial. Thousands of tall stone columns rise from the coastline and stretch out into the sea like a giant natural pavement. In total, there are more than 40,000 interlocking basalt columns, most of them shaped as hexagons. The shapes are so regular that they resemble giant tiles carefully placed side by side. But these rocks were not created by human hands. They were formed around 50 to 60 million years ago during intense volcanic activity. At that time, molten lava spread across the landscape. As the lava cooled, it contracted and cracked, forming geometric shapes. This process created the famous hexagonal columns we see today. Some columns reach heights of up to 12 meters, creating natural stone staircases rising above the sea. Before scientists understood the geological explanation, local people had their own story. According to Irish legend, the causeway was built by the giant Finn McCool. He supposedly constructed the pathway across the sea to challenge a rival giant in Scotland. When Finn saw how enormous his opponent was, he disguised himself as a baby. When the rival giant saw the baby, he imagined how huge the father must be and fled in terror, destroying the pathway behind him. Interestingly, a similar basalt formation exists on the Scottish island of Staffa, which helped inspire the legend. Today, the Giant's Causeway is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most famous natural wonders in Europe. It remains one of the best examples of volcanic basalt column formations anywhere in the world. From volcanic coastlines, our journey moves thousands of kilometers to the southeast. In central Turkey, in a region called Cappadocia, the landscape is famous for unusual rock formations and ancient cave dwellings. But beneath this strange landscape lies something even more remarkable: an entire city hidden underground. Number 2, Derinkuyu Underground City, Turkey. Deep beneath the surface of Cappadocia lies one of the most extraordinary archaeological discoveries in the world: the underground city of Derinkuyu. This ancient settlement reaches about 85 meters below the ground and consists of multiple underground levels connected by narrow tunnels. At its largest, the city could shelter up to 20,000 people, along with their animals and food supplies. Derinkuyu was far more than just a shelter. Inside the tunnels were homes, kitchens, storage rooms, wine presses, stables, wells, and even churches. The underground complex also had a sophisticated ventilation system. A massive ventilation shaft more than 50 meters deep allowed fresh air to circulate throughout the city. For protection, the tunnels contained huge circular stone doors. These doors could be rolled across the corridors to block entrances and prevent invaders from entering. Historians believe the earliest parts of the city may date back to the Phrygian civilization around the 8th century BCE. Later, during the Byzantine period, the tunnels were expanded as communities sought protection from invading armies. Entire populations could hide underground for weeks when danger approached. The city remained hidden for centuries until it was rediscovered in 1963, when a resident accidentally uncovered a tunnel while renovating his home. Today, Derinkuyu remains one of the most impressive underground settlements ever discovered. From underground cities, we travel west to the south of Spain. In the region of Andalusia, dramatic landscapes and centuries of history have shaped some of Europe's most beautiful villages. Hidden among these hills is a town unlike almost any other, a place where houses appear to grow directly from the rock. 3. Setenil de las Bodegas, Spain. In southern Spain lies the remarkable village of Setenil de las Bodegas. Unlike most towns where buildings stand freely on open land, many houses here are built directly beneath massive cliffs. Huge rock formations hang above streets like giant stone roofs. Some streets are almost completely covered by the rock above. Instead of removing the rock, the people of Setenil integrated it into their architecture. The stone provides natural insulation. In summer, it protects homes from intense heat, and in winter, it helps retain warmth. The village dates back to the Moorish period, when it was part of the frontier between Muslim and Christian territories. Its name may come from the Latin phrase septem nihil, meaning 7 times nothing. According to tradition, this refers to 7 failed attempts to conquer the town during the Reconquista. Today, about 3,000 people still live in Setenil, and many restaurants and cafes operate beneath the rock formations. The town is now one of the most unusual and visually striking villages in Spain. Our final destination takes us to Central Europe, to the small but stunning country of Slovenia. Here, in the Julian Alps, lies one of the most picturesque landscapes in Europe. 4. Lake Bled, Slovenia. Nestled in the Julian Alps, Lake Bled is one of the most famous natural landmarks in Slovenia. At the center of the lake sits a tiny island crowned by a church. This is Bled Island, the only natural island in Slovenia. The church on the island is known as the Church of the Assumption of Mary. Before Christianity arrived, the island is believed to have hosted a pagan temple dedicated to the Slavic goddess Jiva. The first Christian church was built here around the 9th century, although the current building dates mostly from the 17th century. Visitors reach the island by traditional wooden boats called pletna boats, a local tradition passed down through generations of boatmen. After arriving on the island, visitors climb 99 stone steps to reach the church. According to local tradition, it brings good luck if a groom carries his bride up all 99 steps on their wedding day. Inside the church hangs the famous wishing bell. Legend says that if visitors ring the bell and make a wish, their wish may come true. Together with the medieval Bled Castle perched on a cliff above the lake, the island church creates one of the most iconic landscapes in Europe. Our next destination takes us to the northwest coast of France, in the historic region of Normandy. Here, where the English Channel meets the French coastline, lies one of the most remarkable and dramatic places in Europe. A medieval village built on a rocky island that sometimes becomes completely surrounded by the sea. This extraordinary place is called Mont Saint-Michel. 5. Mont Saint-Michel, France. Rising dramatically from the sea off the coast of Normandy, Mont Saint-Michel looks like something from a fantasy story. At the top of the island stands a towering medieval abbey, surrounded by steep stone streets and ancient walls. But what makes Mont Saint-Michel truly unique is its relationship with the tides. The island sits in a bay that experiences some of the largest tidal changes in Europe. During low tide, the surrounding area becomes a vast stretch of sand that allows visitors to walk across the bay. But when the tide rises, the sea can quickly surround the island, turning it once again into a fortress rising from the water. These tidal changes can reach up to 14 meters, making them among the highest tides in Europe. The history of Mont Saint-Michel dates back more than 1,300 years. According to legend, in the year 708, the Archangel Michael appeared to a local bishop and instructed him to build a church on the rocky island. Over time, the site developed into a major pilgrimage destination during the Middle Ages. The abbey grew into a magnificent complex of churches, cloisters and halls built high above the sea. Its strategic position also made it a natural fortress. During the 100 Years' War, Mont Saint-Michel successfully resisted English attacks and remained under French control. In later centuries, the island was even used as a prison before being restored as a historical monument. Today, Mont Saint-Michel is one of the most visited landmarks in France and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its combination of dramatic tides, medieval architecture, and stunning coastal scenery makes it one of the most surreal and unforgettable places in Europe. From volcanic rock formations shaped millions of years ago, to underground cities built to protect entire communities, from villages carved beneath towering cliffs, to tiny islands crowned with historic churches. Europe is filled with places that seem almost impossible. These landscapes reveal how powerful natural forces and human creativity have shaped the continent. And while these 4 locations may be among the strangest places in Europe, they are only a small glimpse of the many hidden wonders scattered across the continent. Because sometimes the most fascinating places are the ones that look almost unreal. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to TerraSpark channel and tell us what would you like to explore in the next video.